They don't necessarily have the A-list actor, big budgets, or reams of breathtaking special effects. But what they do have in spades is great storytelling. These are the Oscar nominees for Best Foreign Language Film, which makes it just a little ironic for English-speaking audiences. This year, Oscar boasts a rich crop of nominees for Best Foreign Language Film from places as diverse and as far away as Israel, Iran, Poland, Belgium, and right next door, Canada. Oscar began feting foreign language films in 1947 with an annual special award to an exceptional foreign language film, and in 1956 designated them as an official Oscar category, first won by Federico Fellini for his groundbreaking film La Strada. The Italian maestro would go on to win 3 more and was joined by multiple winners and film masters Ingmar Bergman, Akira Kurosawa, and Vittorio De Sica. François Truffaut, Louis Buñuel, Jean-Jacques Heno, Pedro Almodovar, and Canada's own Denis Arcand have all taken the statuette in this category. And who could forget Ang Lee's highly stylized martial arts romance, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, winner in 2000, or Roberto Benigni bounding up to the Oscar stage atop theater seats in 1998 to receive his award for Life is Beautiful. Each of these winning foreign language films, and now the hundreds of nominees from every continent, winners in their own right, reflect the breadth and scope of cinematic art, that stories well told, especially those with subtitles, can speak to the human condition no matter where we live and in what tongue we speak. This year's foreign language film nominees follow in this great tradition. From Iran, Asghar Farhadi's A Separation follows the inevitable emotional turmoil of a couple's separation. It compels the audience to not only see the moral questions in a conflicted family, but how we construct these choices and their consequences. Farhadi's camera lays bare in a matter-of-fact style the nuances of what he calls these smaller problems, ones we often fail to see until they irreparably disrupt our lives. Already winner of several awards, including a Golden Globe and Spirit Award, A Separation is emerging as a clear favorite in a strong field. From Canada, Monsieur Lazare is named after the film's central figure and substitute teacher to 20 young students. Grappling with their previous teacher's suicide in their classroom, Lazare's unorthodox teaching guides the students through the discomforting reality of death by suicide, and while doing so, his own personal tragedy comes to light. Contrary to expectations in this genre, the film does not slip into sentimentality, but rather, in the hands of director Philippe Falardeau, this surprising gem is a careful and sensitive depiction of how we cope with shock and loss. From Poland, and 3-time Oscar-nominated director Agnieszka Holland, In Darkness, literally and metaphorically true to its title, follows the real-life story of a group of Jews seeking refuge in the city sewers. Their unlikely guardian is a local sewer inspector and thief, Leopold Socha. Holland effectively uses the dim light and strict confines of the sewer locations to make the angst and discomfort of her characters very real to the viewer. She admits to, over the years, turning down dozens of scripts with similar World War II themes, but this particular script caught her attention because it explores much more than the brutality of nations or the horrors of persecution. It captures the intimacies of its characters and how they react to one another once thrust into unforeseen circumstances. Footnote is the 9th nominated film from Israel in this category. Director Joseph Cedar was previously nominated in 2007 for Beaufort. This film patiently and with great attention to detail depicts the rarefied academic world of philology, the study of the language of ancient texts. The 2 rival Talmudic scholars, father and son, must agonizingly deal with the truth of their somewhat unrealized relationship. At a key point in the film, the son ruefully exclaims of his father, "I don't know who he is. It's like he is another person." One cannot help but see the irony of scholars for decades seeking meaningful truth in a few words, and perhaps missing it in the admittedly challenging bond of father and son. Obsession, love, and jealousy are weaved together to create an unusually entertaining mystery with deep and surprising epiphany. From Belgium, Bullhead follows the true life story of the Belgian scandal in the mid-90s of illegal hormone-fed cattle farming. Director and writer Michael Roskam became intrigued by the unusual and surprising synergy of gangster and farmer. Smashing preconceived ideas of how farmers conduct their business, this film is a hard-hitting crime drama, also filled with the usual suspects, the unrelenting cop, corrupt officials, politicians, and the ubiquitous and violent gangsters. Roskam adds the interesting twist of childhood friends who end up 20 years later on the opposite side of the question in a morality tale. Roskam admittedly owes a debt to the film noir and is inspiration to directors Michael Mann and the Coen brothers. With this exceptional effort and his first feature-length film, Roskam is definitely one to watch. My ETV Media interviewed many of the nominees on the red carpet.